Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, the camera's a little tilted. It's like a little after the Enterprise got hit by a meteor or something.
Huh?
Oh well, that's how it's happening.
I guess.
Didn't it look like this when it traveled back to the 1960s?
Huh?
Right. Dun 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 dun.
Yes.
So, as it is October, I suggested we take a look back at the fine
It is
film
Spooktober.
collection.
It is, in fact, Spooktober. Doot.
A doot doot.
Doot doot.
Yes. So, I figured we could have a little tiny discussion about Ghostbusters 1 versus Ghostbusters 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, in this Blu-ray thing, there's a personal note from Ivan Reitman, or however you pronounce his last name, the director.
I think it's right.
It was personally maybe typed by him. Probably not.
Probably not.
Although it could have been. They might have copied his original text document.
They might have just annotated something for him.
That could be. Okay, so I guess right off the bat, how do you think those Packers are doing?
Oh, we are doing that. That
Ah.
thing. They're doing pretty good. They have won again.
Yeah. Did you guys actually watch the game?
I did.
I watched...
And it was great because
most of it, yeah.
being in central Wisconsin, they weren't forcing me to watch the Jets game in overtime against the Titans. So I got to watch the entire first quarter without a commercial break.
Nice.
Nice.
It was very entertaining.
Yeah, I fell asleep at 3 o'clock on Sunday and woke up at about 6:30.
Ah.
Oh.
So I caught the last knee, and then that was it.
Yeah, victory formation.
Yep. That was interesting.
I glanced at it while playing Assassin's Creed.
Ah, good, good. Very important.
Which Assassin's Creed?
I'm on Revelations again.
All right. But yeah, Sam, one of the fine friends from Siege, who may or may not be in the chat, doesn't look like it, he is a Steelers fan. He is from the Pittsburgh area.
Ooh, that's tough.
So he has accepted in his heart that the Steelers are trash this year, and now he's just, because he's friends with a bunch of people from Wisconsin, he said for every other game he's going to be rooting for the Packers.
Interesting.
So we got one.
We got one.
Wasn't
Good
even
transition.
going. It wasn't even going with that, but sure. What a perfect transition. Flawless.
Flawless. Perfection. Like the meme.
I prefer the real blank. The real blank. Perfection.
Correct.
Yep. Michael Fassbender.
Yeah.
Rather than his evil brother, Michael Fassflexo.
Is this an alien whatever movie?
I don't know if that scene or the meme came from Alien whatever, or Prometheus, one of those
Prometheus 2, Alien something.
Alien Covenant.
That's the one. Didn't we watch it
Yes,
in theater?
we did.
Oh, man.
There's about 15 minutes at the end where you're like, oh, an Alien movie. This is kind of neat.
This is an Alien movie
You
now.
just had like 2 hours to get there.
Yeah.
Yep, still
With
haven't seen it.
some Fassbender on Fassbender action.
That's it.
Curtis, one Fassbender blew the other Fassbender's flute while he was holding it with his singular arm.
That's odd.
It is very odd.
It's an odd movie.
It is an odd movie.
Hmm.
And it completely ruins where the aliens came from.
Hmm.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Speaking of movies...
This is our second review of Alien Covenant.
Might be third. We keep bringing it up every once in a while.
Yeah.
But it's a spooky movie, and it's spooky month, but I guess we're talking about a different, not so spooky movie during spooky month.
Right.
I mean, it's slightly spooky.
A little bit.
There are spooks in the
it's
movie.
It's true.
So yesterday I started watching Ghostbusters 1
Of course.
with audio commentary,
Yes.
and I haven't gotten completely through it yet. I'm in the final act, but it's interesting. The people on the commentary are the director and like a producer or something.
Okay.
And then they've got Harold Ramis in there.
Oh,
Really?
Nice.
So that's cool because
Yeah.
I mean he passed away, so
Yeah.
it's fun to hear his take on things.
Yeah. Probably.
They
So.
they apparently like hunkered down in some random faraway place and just like wrote for lots of hours and then would eat and then wrote more, and you know, because the schedule went, it was a quick turnaround. They asked Sony if they could make the movie in June of '83, and they said, asked how much, and they said $30 million, and they said, okay, as long as you have it out by June of next year. So they had like exactly a year to get it done, which is, I don't know, it seems like quite the time crunch.
It is.
Curtis, you have a Netflix account, correct?
I am, what?
You have a Netflix account, correct?
Oh, yes, I thought you said I was upside down
No,
for
no.
some reason.
As far as I can
Yes.
tell, you're still upside right.
What about Netflix?
So there's a show on there that's called The Movies That Made Us. And Ghostbusters, I believe, is in the second season. And they get, what's his name that played
It's very descriptive. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Not Bill Murray?
not Bill Murray,
Dan Aykroyd?
Dan Aykroyd. And
yes.
he talks a lot about how he helped to write the movie.
Yeah, him and Harold Ramis, and I believe the director Ivan.
Mm-hmm.
They did a lot of that.
And originally he wrote the movie so that Eddie Murphy and John Belushi could be Ghostbusters with him.
Yes.
But then John ended up passing away due to his, was it heroin or cocaine addiction? I don't remember which. And Eddie Murphy became too expensive because he was doing a lot of other big movies.
Now we know.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know.
So then they made Slimer John Belushi-ish.
Right, yes. They were talking about that in the commentary. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, it's a good movie, I think, right?
I would agree.
Which one?
Noah? The first one?
The first one. Sure.
Sure.
It's a very tightly written comedy.
So, the other neat thing that they were talking about was the top of the tower, where the final act basically takes place.
Mm-hmm.
They built that all on a sound stage, and there's a 360-degree psychorama or something. It's a hand painting of all the buildings in the background. So it's like it's kind of like the Mandalorian before the Mandalorian,
Yeah.
Except it was real.
Yes.
Or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. And it was a couple it was a couple stories high, so they could get shots from below looking up at, the stuff.
Mm.
So it's on a giant sound stage. It's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool
Neat.
stuff. Okay, so I think we've agreed that it's a good film.
Yes.
Very good.
Based off the criteria that it is a good film.
Right. So then you move ahead a couple of years, 5 years, and the sequel comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And Noah,
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, there's a river of goo. The Statue of Liberty walks at one point. There's that scene in the courthouse.
That is agreed by most lawyers to be the worst description of how lawyers act in a courtroom.
I believe we've had this discussion before.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it looks very accurate.
A well-represented courtroom,
Just
not a well-represented court.
Yes.
Let's see. There's that scene with the ghost train that I remember.
Yeah.
The spooky ghost baby,
Spooky ghost baby.
Oscar.
Oscar.
And of course, how could I couldn't possibly forget the antagonist, Vigo the Carpathian.
Vigo!
It's Vigo!
Oh,
Yes.
Curtis, we should have edited in a poster of Vigo right behind us.
Oh, that would have been great.
It would have been great. It is Vigo. Who, of course, is so incredibly metal that when his head was chopped off, he was still talking, saying, "Death is but a door, time is but a window, I'll be back."
He said this before his head died.
Yes, after they decapitated him. I mean, that's pretty cool. In terms of a backstory, that's up there.
Yeah. So, I think the second one gets a little cheesy. I think most people kind of agree with that.
What do you mean? There was a dancing toaster.
Yeah, I don't. It's tough. I have yet to get through the second one for a second time, but I remember enjoying it the last time I saw it. In terms of special effects, I feel like there was not really any progression in terms of the quality of special effects from the first one to the second one. It all looks pretty much exactly the same.
Yeah. The scene at the end where Ray becomes like ghost ghoul Ray, I think that was decent.
I don't remember the ghost ghoul Ray.
Vigo tries to take him over.
Oh, right, yeah. And then
then
they
he has
slime
a giant
him, right?
head, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Vigo.
It's Vigo. Well, there's some cool special effects in the courtroom scene specifically, because you've got the ghosts interacting with real people and like passing through doorways while holding people upside down.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's kind of neat.
Yeah. They every time they had one of those like wide shots in the first Ghostbusters movie with like the clouds forming overhead or something like that. They're like, "Oh, there's our cheesy effects shot again." So, I mean, they weren't too impressed with their effects shots, and they recorded the commentary I think in 1999 or somewhere around then. Because they keep talking about, the turn of the century's coming, and all the cats and dogs living together people are coming back out or whatever.
Oh, boy.
Cats and dogs living together. Mass hysteria.
Yeah.
I mean, the plots are basically the same.
Right.
other than baby being used as a conduit
Yes,
rather
the
than
baby.
a giant doorway on the top of the building.
You're right. What else? What else?
They were able to afford bringing Ripley back for 2 movies, which is
yeah.
impressive, because she was a highly paid actress at the time in very big blockbusters.
Right.
It was quite amazing that they got her in the first place for the first movie, because she was coming off of Alien and or some other big movie she had done.
It sounded to me in the commentary like Sigourney kind of wanted to do it.
Yeah, she didn't like when the Galaxy Quest documentary. I remember she talked about how she didn't want to be typecast as a strong woman who fights stuff. She wanted to do other roles. Like that's why she really enjoyed her role on Galaxy Quest. Like she got to just be
the computer's translator.
the computer's translator. Like she got to have fun and not just be this serious person all the time. So she wanted to do other stuff.
Yeah.
From what I gathered.
Is she's coming back for the new Ghostbusters? Have we seen
I
cast list?
I haven't heard anything.
I've heard nothing also, but I really haven't been paying much attention to the new Ghostbusters.
Oh, there's so much potential. It looks so neat.
There's so much potential for so many things, Curtis.
Yes,
Well,
like the new What If series, which lived up, I think, to the potential and hype.
I'd rather watch the original What If Machine. Tales of Interest.
I am the Watcher.
I am the Watcher.
Okay.
I don't think this spoils anything, but at some point they bring back Ultron in one of the episodes. And whoever they found as a voice actor sounds a lot like James Spader. So much that I looked it up if he did the voice, but it wasn't him.
Interesting.
Now I know.
But I did always think he was a good voice choice. You know?
Yeah.
It's very unique.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Was it James Spader? Am I
You're
the
right.
right person?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Is it
Okay.
Ghostbusters 2 where the Titanic shows up?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I was always confused about that when I was young because I saw that in the movie, and there was apparently some other scary movie that was called Ghost Ship. And I remembered looking at the cover at the Hollywood Video and being, I just...
Great story, bro.
Yeah, that's all I have.
It does sound a little confusing.
It was at the time.
I'm confused.
And so it shall continue.
I had something
Somebody
else.
texted me.
Oh.
You text me at a time like this.
Bill Murray said that he was going to show, but he never had anything written down in a contract or anything saying that he would. So nobody was entirely 100% sure that he would show up. And then the day...
Nice.
It's either the day before or the day of shooting, he shows up on set.
Right, he flew in from somewhere.
Paris?
It was somewhere overseas. They said he flew in, and it, the next day or something, they shot the iconic scene of them all running down the street. It's in the middle of the montage, I think. So.
Montage in the first movie.
Yes, in the first movie.
Rather than the montage in the second movie.
Oh, was there a montage in the second one?
Yes.
Yes, with the Ghostbusters rap.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. The Ghostbusters 2 does... It's kind of like a copy-paste in a lot of ways.
That's what I believe I said earlier.
Yes.
Very similar.
I'm reiterating.
Though in the second one, what's his name becomes a Ghostbuster?
Oh, Rick Moranis?
Rick
Rick Moranis,
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. Yikes. Oh, yeah, he's outside the front of the building trying to blast the goo.
Technically, he succeeds.
Yeah.
He just had a lot of help.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's treated as a hero after he does that, so
He was a hero.
yeah,
Mm.
he did good.
Let's see. Montage scene.
Oh, the part where Rick Moranis has to get on a bus to get there, and it's Slimer driving the bus.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
that part.
Slimer. Initial ghost fighting with the main three.
Mm-hmm.
Giant walking thing. They're the same movie.
Yeah, there are a lot of similarities, that's for sure. But the first movie didn't have rap.
That's true.
And it didn't have slime,
It had Slimer, who did slime.
but it did not have continuous slime.
It didn't have the river of slime.
Right.
The slime was not a plot point.
Yeah.
That's true. And what a plot point it was.
It was...
Did you... No, I don't think I shared it with you. I got the Ghostbusters 2 symphonic soundtrack.
Okay.
Oh, you may have told me.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I think they I don't know if they did something to make it just sounds very modern, and I don't remember. I don't know. It sounds really great.
Well, that's good.
It's very bombastic.
Bombastic.
It's possible they found all of the original recordings and just redid it all.
It's a river of slime. The woman steps in the slime, and then her fur coat turns into an
minx.
evil minx goes running down the
Right.
street. I think that's pretty great.
Yeah. Oh, the montage of ghosts appearing everywhere. That's a good montage in both. Minx included.
Minx included.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the third Ghostbusters movie.
No, we don't talk about that.
Okay.
It doesn't exist.
You mean the separate one that exists in its own universe?
Yes, that will never
nobody
be talked
cares
about
about?
again.
Yeah. Ugh.
Where Bill Murray also still exists.
Right, but he isn't his character. He's
No.
a different character.
Yes.
Also, Harold Ramis exists as a bust at a college.
And Zool is apparently there.
We don't talk about any of that.
Zool.
Zool. Heard a voice say Zool. But anyways, as to which of the two movies is better, there is only one correct choice. It is Vigo!
Oh no. So Noah's going with 2, huh?
As a joke, yes.
Oh,
but
okay. So
as an
really good.
entire film, 1. If I had to
Ah.
pick one just based off the villain, I can't pass up Vigo the Carpathian.
Vigo.
It is Vigo!
Yeah. I'm right there with you. And I have really high hopes for this third one.
I have no hopes whatsoever. I'm not sure what to think of it. Is it trying to be a spooky movie, or is it going to try and be a comedy? I can't tell.
Well, I'm sure they're going to try to kind of split the difference like they did with the first one. You know, there's the
First
scary...
one isn't that scary. It's mostly comedy.
There's the scary ghost in the library who transforms.
Okay.
And
That's
the
one.
bookcase falls. It's kind of like a little jump scare. First time. Has ever happened to you before? What else? Oh, scary arms coming through the chair, grabbing Sigourney Weaver.
That was a pretty good scene.
Alright. There are elements of that, but it's a tightly written, sort of adventurous comedy thing.
Right.
Which they'll probably do.
With some Dan Aykroyd fueled
Plot.
Yes. That sums it up about as well as you can get.
Have you ever watched... He did an interview a late night show.
Where he's like, yes, I can't lie to my children. This stuff is real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I mean, he believes that stuff.
I know.
Well, doesn't he
Like
has
I
like
said.
family members who are like super into ghosts and stuff.
As I said, it's Dan Aykroyd fueled plot.
Yep.
Because he also had ideas for going into other dimensions and all this other stuff.
Another dimension.
Which they didn't have enough time and money to do, so that got pushed into the animated show.
Animated show.
Which is apparently decent.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Guess I've never watched it.
Neither have I.
Well, I think there's one
Episode on that.
Yeah, on this Blu-ray
Mm.
that I've watched.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, they got some voice actors who kind of sound like the original guys.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you want, I think they all reprise their roles in the video game.
Video game.
Yeah, the Ghostbusters video game, which is essentially Ghostbusters 3.
Mm.
It's not garbage. Or so I've heard. Never played it.
Do.
Ryan, which movie did you think is better?
3, Ghostbusters 3.
Okay. So
Oh,
Ryan's
no.
disqualified.
Yeah. Good thing
Didn't even know we were having a competition, but he's been eliminated.
Good thing I hung a giant pot of goo above you in anticipation of this. Here it comes. No.
Imagine.
Every night.
That isn't even the Imagine I was talking about. We can go there.
Curtis.
He already
What?
answered.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He agreed with me. Vigo
Yeah.
the Carpathian is hard to beat, but the entirety of the rest of the movie kind of sucks, so Ghostbusters 1 wins.
I wouldn't say it sucks, but
It
it's...
is paled in comparison to its younger, cooler brother, or its older, cooler brother.
right,
Technically older.
the original.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta rewatch number 2.
You can try and get through it. It's a movie.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens if we take away the puppy.
Oh, that's right.
I love that part. There are great moments in Ghostbusters 2. It doesn't come together cohesively.
Yeah.
So, okay, here's something I'm a little confused about.
Uh-huh.
In the first movie, Sigourney Weaver, her character is a violinist?
Yes.
Cellist.
Yes.
In the second movie, she's an art cleaner?
Restoration, yeah.
Art restorationist?
Well, things happen.
How?
Things happen.
That's
The
a
economy,
that's a big
You
leap
don't
right
keep
there.
playing cellos forever,
I guess.
unless you do. I have no clue, Ryan. I'm not a writer for these movies.
I mean, she must be getting paid like buco bucks, because she's able to afford
A really nice apartment.
a
in
really
both
nice
movies.
apartment. She has her child. She's doing it all on her own.
Maybe that's why she became an art restorationist. She got more money
Could be.
to raise her child, which we never actually learned the parentage of.
Right.
Eh. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess that's about it, probably.
I guess. I mean, we could talk about Ghostbusters 3.
We could.
We could, but I don't think it's necessary.
No, it's not. It's absolutely not. Going to watch it was unnecessary, and I did.
Did I see it in theaters?
No.
No, you were getting
You were-
stuff ready for MCT.
Practice.
I did see it, though.
You did?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Maybe you
And I
bootlegged it.
remember thinking, that was not worth my time.
No, it wasn't. I went and watched it. It was not worth my time.
That's right. We went and watched it, and
And
then Zach was there, and he watched it too, and we were both like, "It's the most garbage movie we've ever watched."
Yeah.
Oh, it was bad. Like, I don't even know what the best part of the movie was. It was just kind of bad.
Chris Hemsworth.
Was he?
He was the most
Yeah, he was
entertaining part of the movie.
The ditzy secretary.
The ditzy secretary.
The least comedic actor that they hired was probably the funniest.
Well, the least comedic actor. He's not known for comedy. Not that he can't be funny.
Mm-hmm. I would suggest that it's because of his performance in this movie that inspired Taika Waititi to say that let's make Thor 3 a little bit funnier.
Let's say there's probably some merit there.
Oh, God. Thor 3.
I like Thor 3.
It's such a goofy movie.
It is.
Yeah.
That's why I like it. We had so many like super serious Marvel movies. I was like, let's have a funny one.
Super serious.
Well,
Definitely
serious-ish.
not known for the Marvel brand of comedy at all.
But then he cranked it up to 11.
That he did. Am I gonna go watch Thor 4? That's the real question. I don't know.
As Guardians of the Galaxy?
Proper Thor 4, Love and Thunder, with Padme Amidala.
Ah, yes.
Is she set to reprise her role?
She is.
Nice. Yeah, you'd think that
They
they
announced
might...
that like a year ago.
Oh, I didn't pay attention. But you'd think that they'd try to do something with that storyline.
You'd think.
Padme Amidala is expensive.
Yes, she is.
Hmm.
She received top billing for the... And it wasn't even the nap scene. Well, yes, it was the nap scene. In Endgame.
It was her
Right.
looking over her shoulder.
Oh, yeah, that's... The rest of it was just unused footage from Dark World, and she still got top billing. Like, she was like 7th or something.
Oh, yeah.
Her and Paltrow, Gwyneth, are just like ridiculously expensive for anything. So
Gotta make that money.
I assume for Love and Thunder they just showed up to her house with a dump truck full of money. It was like, Natalie Portman, come be in the movie. She was like, okay.
Do you guys ever see Free Guy, by the way?
No.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. This discussion reminded me of something in Free Guy, but I can't say anymore because I don't want to ruin the moment.
Okay.
Are we going to go watch Bond this weekend? I feel like we have to, even if it's bad.
I'd like to.
I'm not sure if I can.
Wow.
I'll be out of town on Saturday, at least. Possibly more.
I might see if there's any showings Thursday night.
Okay. I'd go.
Okay.
I have to work early the next day.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean...
I assume it's going to be bad, but...
Well, let me know, and if it is not worth it, then... Or if it is worth it, then maybe I'll go on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will it be worse than Die Another Day is the real question.
Oh, come on. I like Die Another Day.
I know you do. I don't understand why. The
I really
CGI
wish
is
there's
bad.
some very cheesy CGI waves, but
the plot is nonsensical.
there's some sense. He has the laser to do things.
He has the laser to do things.
He pulls the old switcheroo. Oh, I can power the world by reflecting the light of the sun overnight, and then sorry, it's actually a laser that can blow up the demilitarized zone.
And he was also the evil North Korean general from the beginning of the movie. He managed to accomplish building the super powerful sun laser in 14 months that James Bond was in captivity.
Yes.
Okay.
These things happen.
Right. With his bone marrow transplant doohickey going on, and becoming a Olympic gold medalist fencing
guy?
Yeah, fencing champion, and getting knighted by the Queen?
Oh, did they? Yeah, I think you're right.
That's a lot to do in 14 months, Curtis. I don't care how much of a go-getter you are. It seems a little ridiculous.
These things do happen.
Sure.
I don't know. I wish that they could do some kind of crossover with Pierce somehow.
I think he should get a proper send-off movie.
Like at the end of this one, they go sit down at a table and are playing cards against each other. Blackjack.
Sure.
Could happen. It won't happen.
Won't.
Imagine that, and then here comes old Roger Moore.
Well, he passed
being
away,
all
didn't
goofy.
he?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
And so did Sean Connery.
I remember Sean Connery.
Yeah, Sean Connery's gone. We watched Raiders of the Lost Ark, or not the other one, not Raiders.
Last Crusade.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. That's a good movie. You gotta watch, well, you don't have to watch The Untouchables, but The Untouchables is what he won his Academy Award for or whatever.
Yeah.
Most of the movie is kind of cheesy, but Sean Connery is good, so.
I feel like I've seen The Untouchables. I've seen Untouchables 2 anyways. Or am I thinking of a different movie?
I think you're
might be
thinking of that.
The Expendables?
That's
Expendables, yeah.
That's
Sylvester Stallone and all of those other people.
All those other people.
I know.
But it's got Sylvester Stallone in it. You don't need to know who the other people are.
In the second one, they get Chuck Norris, Chuck Norris makes a Chuck Norris joke in the movie. It's fantastic.
It's priceless. Arnold Schwarzenegger's in that movie too.
Oh God, yeah.
I'll be back. No, you won't. Something like that. Like.
Oh my gosh.
It's so self-aware, Curtis. It is like pure brilliance. You have to watch Expendables 2.
Do I have to watch Expendables 1 first?
I
to
don't
understand?
recall you having to watch it, but I mean, it would make more sense. But
isn't the Russian boxer from Rocky also there too at some point? From like Rocky 3?
I think that was 4.
It could be. Was it the one where it's like in the future?
Yes, that's
There's
Rocky
like
4.
the robot things everywhere.
Yeah,
okay.
That's Rocky 4. It's terrible.
Rocky, don't go to Mars and fight the Martian. Gotta do what I gotta do. But there's no air on Mars. There's no air for me. There's no air for him either. Wait a second.
We now return to Rocky 11.
Yikes.
I'd watch it. Sounds brilliant.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you guys gonna watch Star Wars Visions or whatever?
No.
I have made it through every episode except for the last one.
Oh. Are they good?
They're all right. They're okay. So you remember when what's his name, the guy who's in charge of like all Star Wars canon, he made a tweet saying that none of the movies, TV shows, comics, books, none of them are officially like the history of this universe, that everything is like slightly different. These would be the biggest example of that.
Oh.
Man,
Okay.
I don't care.
It's the idea that you, as a casual fan of Star Wars, you probably wouldn't think very much of it. You'd just be like, oh, it's more Star Wars stuff, just animated. In Japanese art animation style. But if you are more in-depth into the Star Wars universe, you would say that none of this makes sense at all.
All right.
Sounds like something I don't need to watch. Waiting for the Book of Boba.
Oh yeah, the picture came out, right?
Yes. December 27th, 9th, something. 9th.
You can go watch Spider-Man No Way Home, and then you can watch new Book of Boba.
The Book of Boba.
Lots
cool
of
fight scene,
cool fight
lots of
scenes.
makeup. Curtis, you gotta watch it. It's like a minute long. The Polynesian Spa. Oh yes, tell me more, Tibuera.
Look at that view.
Oh my. He must be rolling in money again. He's like, oh, finally. Been waiting.
I've been waiting 20 years for this.
Yep, exactly. Oh.
So this has been long and meandering. We got off topic about 20 minutes ago.
Yep.
Never found our way back, but that's okay.
Yep. Oh, hey, we had some GB3.
Ghostbusters 3.
Oh, Ghostbusters, right.
No,
No, don't watch
Mother,
it.
don't
Thor
watch
and
it.
Ghostbusters 3?
Just
I must watch.
No, Mother,
Don't do it.
don't do it.
And especially don't watch
You
the credits with the cut dance sequence.
It's not good.
Yikes.
Oh, I forgot about that completely. Yikes.
The dance sequence that was cut from the movie and only put...
Yeah. Were they trying to rip off Guardians of the Galaxy or something?
No, because it wasn't a dance-off. It was just
Dancing?
dancing for some reason. Alright, I'm done.
Okay. Good discussion.
It's been fun.
Like and subscribe.
Me and Curtis might
Yeah.
go and watch James Bond tomorrow.
Yes. And if we do and we like it, we'll tell Ryan to watch it, and then maybe we'll talk about it next week.
It's
Maybe.
possible.
Could happen.
Theoretically, it can't be worse than Spectre, can it?
I don't know.
I think Spectre is better than Quantum of Solace.
Alright, it can't be worse than Quantum of Solace, can it?
And Quantum of Solace is better than
We're only in the Craig movies.
oh,
For
okay.
for
Yes.
this.
Quantum is the worst then, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I think it goes Quantum, then Spectre, then Casino, then Skyfall in terms of bad to best.
Yeah.
Okay,
I can get behind that logic.
sure. I'll agree.
Okay.
But only because GoldenEye isn't in the equation.
Dun 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 dun.
Damn. You just can't beat it.